Hi dears, welcome back. Last day we discussed about the nomenclature of hydrocarbons with one branch, didn't we? So today we will discuss about the nomenclature of hydrocarbons with more than one branch. See the structural formula of a hydrocarbon. Here the methyl radical came twice as branch. The number of carbon atoms in the main chain is 7. Shall we find the position number of these branches? For that, let's number the carbon atoms in two different ways. Observe these structures. In structure A, we can see that if we number the carbon atoms from left to right, the position number of the first branch is 2. And if we number from right to left in structure B, the position number of the first branch will be 3. As per the rule, if there are more than one branch, the numbering may be from left to right or from right to left so as to get the lowest position number for the first branch. If so, what will be the position numbers of these branches? Let's complete the following related to this hydrocarbon. You know that the number of carbon atoms in the main chain is 7. The number of branches are 2. The position of the first branch while numbering from left to right is 2 and that of from right to left is 3. The correct way of numbering is from left to right. So children, see, in this compound, the methyl radical came twice as branch, right? So according to the rule, while nomenclature of hydrocarbons with more than one branch, the prefix di is used if the same branch appears twice and the prefix tri is used if the same branch comes 3 times. Therefore, the IUPAC name of the compound is 2,5-dimethyl heptane. So remember children, the prefix di is used if the branch appears twice. Now consider the structure of another hydrocarbon. In this compound, the methyl radical comes 3 times. What is the number of carbon atoms in the main chain? Is it 6? Yes. Now shall we find the position number of these branches? Observe the numbering done from left to right and from right to left. What is the position number of the first branch in structure A? 2, isn't it? And what about in structure B? It is also 2. In this compound, you can see that the position number of the first branch is equal in both structures A and B. So, we have to find the least position number for the second branch. The position number of the second branch in structure A is 3 and that of from right to left in structure B is 4. So, what is the correct position number of the second branch? Is it 3 or 4? As per the rule, we know that the numbering should be done in such a way that the carbon atom carrying the branch should get the least number, right? Therefore, the position number of the second branch is 3. Remember, as this alkane contains 3 methyl radical, we should add the prefix tri before the name of the compound. Hence, the IUPAC name is 2,3,5-trimethyl-hexane. Got it? Now let's find out the IUPAC name of hydrocarbon with 2 identical branches. See the structural formula. Here the 2 methyl radical comes in the same carbon atom as branches. Now observe the numbering done in 2 ways. In which structure does the carbon carrying the branch gets the least position number? In structure A, right? The position number of the carbon atom is 2. Hence, the IUPAC name of the compound is 2,2-dimethyl butane. Got it? Here, the position number of carbon is repeated as it has two identical branches. So children, what is the name of this compound? 2,2-dimethyl butane. Remember, if the two identical branches come in the same carbon atom, the position number is repeated in the IUPAC name. Got it? So children, we learned how to name the hydrocarbon with more than one branch. So shall we represent the structure of a compound if its IUPAC name is given? Let's represent the structure of 2,3-dimethyl butane. From this IUPAC name, can you find out the number of carbon atoms in the main chain? Let's represent the main chain first. So how many carbon atoms are there? 4, right? So which are the branches in this compound? Methyl, right? So let's write the structural formula by including the branches to the main chain. And what is the third step? Complete the structure by filling all the valencies of carbon with hydrogen. This is the way to write the structure of a compound. So did you understand? Dear children, always remember, for representing the structure of a hydrocarbon, first you should represent the main chain. Then include the branches present in the hydrocarbon. After that, complete the structure by adding the valencies of carbon with the hydrogen. Alright? So students, here is a worksheet for you. Complete the table. Let's wind up today's class. So see you in the next class, children. Thank you.